Hi, Mark here. Real quickly, wanted to show you the repair codes cost per mile / kilometer / hour report. Now, this report is not just for seeing how much you're spending per mile per hour by repair code, but also see the total cost by repair code in a summary type fashion. So we go to reports, all equipment reports, choose repair codes, cost per mile, kilometer, hour report. Choose that. Now up at the top here we have a ability to choose a date range, so I'm going to go back to January of 2019 here, and we'll go to say March 30th of 2019, and now I can pick and choose specific equipment that I want to check on. So I'm going to choose these 4 dump trucks, and now down below here I can pick and choose which repair codes I want to see totals for, or I can just choose this little checkbox here that says select all. So, and this is going to also at the bottom here, it's going to show me out of service equipment, or I can unselect that to not show out of service equipment. So I'm going to choose all the repair codes here so you can see what that looks like. So now I'm just going to click on Preview Report. It takes a minute for the queries to run to generate it. So there we go, and we can see here that we have the piece of equipment here. So we have the equipment number, we have the beginning odometer reading and date, the date it was captured based upon the date range that we selected, which was January through March. We have the ending date, so the last time the odometer reading was captured and what the odometer reading was. And then over here we have the miles traveled column, which is this here during that date range. And we have the, if it had a hours meter reading, we would have that here, ending hours meter reading here, and total hours run would be here. Okay, and then down below for that piece of equipment we see the repair codes that we are looking to see how much we've spent based on those repair codes. And we can see here that we've got service, we have rear end, we have tire labor. And we also have tires up. So over here we have tires, and these columns tell you the repair code labor in this column, repair code parts cost in this column, the total repair code costs combined, and then we have a repair code cost per mile or kilometer, and then you have your repair code cost per hour if you had an hours meter reading in there. So and then you have down at the bottom here you have your grand totals, so it tells you the date range for this piece of equipment, and then it shows you the total, all repair codes combined where a repair code was selected, and has you the total for the labor, the total for the parts, your total repair code costs for that date range, and then your cost per mile based upon all those repair codes combined. So that's it for that. And if we go to the end of this, we can see our grand totals for the entire report. So we see all the miles traveled, we see all of the overall cost per mile or kilometer. We have their repair code labor and repair code parts, and our total repair code costs for the entire report. And now just going to show you a couple of things up here at the top. If you choose print all equipment, it's going to select everything no matter what, right? If I uncheck that, and if I go back to print selected, then you can pick and choose the ones you want to print. And if I click here to choose this checkbox, it's going to select everything in the list. Now the list might not be everything, might not be all equipment. So if I uncheck that, I can go up here to choose equipment type. So if I just want to see dump trucks, for example, now it's going to show the dump trucks. Now if I wanted to print all the dump trucks, I could click on this box here and it would select them all instead of having to pick and choose them. And so that's how that works. And then if I were to unselect that, it repopulates. And then if I go over here to select customer, I can choose the customer there, and then it's going to show me only the customer down below. And if I go over here to choose a location, I could choose that. Let me uncheck administrator. And shows me everything for that particular location. Unselect that, and then you can do the same thing with department. So I can choose a department, and it shows me everything that's assigned to that particular department. So that's how you use the repair codes cost per mile, kilometer, hour report. And it's not just for getting the cost per mile or hour, it's also for seeing the grand totals for those repair codes as well. And then, so I'm going to cancel this just to show you where the repair codes are in case you haven't seen them. So I'm going to go over here to the work orders tab. I'm just going to choose one of these work orders. I'm going to go to the labor completed. Now I'm going to choose a labor item. And down here at the bottom is where you would select the repair code and assign the repair code. So you can do that for labor. So each labor item can have its own repair code. So you can have multiple repair codes in a single work order. And then the same thing with parts and materials used. Down at the bottom here, you can choose the repair code. And if you want to add a repair code, you can do it on the fly from either one of those two screens, or you can do it from the drop-down list maintenance. I'll do it from here first for you real quick. So we're going to choose a new repair code, and we're going to call it fuel system. Now repair codes come from us with 15 repair codes. And so I'm going to tab that. Oops. So I need to put a number in there. Sorry, I messed up. So I'm going to choose 16. It's not in the list. So I'm going to click OK. And it asks me for the repair code. So it's going to be number 16. And I'm going to click OK. And now it asks me for the description. So I'm going to say fuel system. And then I'm going to click OK. And now fuel system has been added. So now we have that in there. And now I'll show the other place you can add these. So that's available for, the repair codes to be used over and over again on any work order for parts or labor. I'm going to close that. Close out the work order here. Go up here to Forms, drop down List Maintenance. Now I'm going to go to Repair Codes. Right here. And so here you want to make sure that you don't just start typing because you'll overwrite what's in here already. All right? So what you want to do if you want to, you can edit the repair code. So if I wanted an engine to say, whatever, large bore engine, for example, right? I could do that. And if I go to the next one now, see the engine has been changed to large bore. Keep in mind that if you change the name of it, it's going to change the name of it everywhere it's been used in the system already. Also, if you change the code, it's going to change the code. So if you used it as O2 in the system before and you change it to something else, it's going to change to that new code everywhere it was used in the, on any of the work orders in the past. All right, so you want to be careful not to overwrite stuff if you don't mean to. So now you can click, if you want to add a new repair code, what you do is you click Add, and then you're going to put in the code, which will be like a numeric value. And so I'm going to say 17, because we just did 16. And so now here I could do suspension, for example. All right, and then just click, I can just either close or click Add there. If I click Add, then I can add another one. I'm not going to add another one, I'll just close that. So that's how you edit and add to the repair codes list in the drop-down list maintenance area. All right, hopefully that's been helpful for you. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a good one. Take care.